Oregon groups create a path for people of color to feel safe on wilderness trails. You may be asking yourself, is it because of deadly animals? Bears? Lions? No. I regret to inform you, the creature that they are afraid of is much deadlier than even the deadliest of mountain lions. It's white people, you guys. It's white people that they're afraid of. Volunteer hike leader Tyrone Wilson, that's his name. I didn't make that up. It sounds like something I would say, but that's his name. Volunteer hike leader Tyrone Wilson assembles his group in a circle before their venture off on a 5-mile trip on the Upper Rogue River Trail in southern Oregon. He knows each person's name and their ability to traverse a narrow path on a cliff overlooking the Takelma Gorge. Takelma? I don't know. More important, he understands their sometimes wavering comfort level when wandering in the wilderness. Again, you would be forgiven for thinking that, oh, are we about to learn some survival skills? You know, how to use a knife, what kind of gun is best at stopping a black bear. Oh, crap, I said black and talked about shooting it. You know what I mean. No. Because, of course, that's not what we're here to talk about. Wilson, a black actor with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival in Ashland, as well as the founders of... Here we go, everybody. As well as the founders of Portland-based Unlikely Hikers, Outgrown, and People of Color Outdoors, want to make recreational public land feel more welcoming to people who are more afraid of encountering a person with a prejudice than a mountain lion. Since 2015, Wilson has spent Mondays, the day the festival's theaters are closed, gathering colleagues and community members to experience the beauty and benefits of being outdoors. See, this sounds great. This sounds like it's right up my alley, and normally I would be all for this, being like, hell yeah, brother. This is great. Get out of the cities. They're hellholes. But no, instead of going out in the wilderness and leaving your ridiculous city mindset behind, you bring it with you. And say, what if I run into a white person while I'm hiking? Dear God, it can't be. And there's trees. They're looking at me funny. They're racist. Whether the plan is to meander through a series of meadows along the Pacific Crest Trail on Mount Ashland in the spring, or through dense forests with dazzling leaves in the fall, or snowshoes at Crater Lake National... What is... This is just unnecessary writing. I mean, just total puff piece. I mean, jeez. Wilson reassures everyone that he knows the path is safe. He vows they will have fun and feel supported, and they will never be alone in the dark or lost in the woods. He repeats his promise: everyone stays together and no hiker will ever be left behind. I am an unlikely hiker in culture, body, and everything that would traditionally be considered the visual idea of a hiker. What in the hell? How is this? I mean, I know it's cliche at this point, but these people are so racist. And why do they hate black people? And when did it become a stereotype that black people aren't athletic? There's just so many questions here, and I know I'm not going to get any answers. But, you know, we can try. And I've given all my efforts to attract people to Monday Hike who don't think the outdoors belongs to them. It has been a real effort. Oh, my gosh. He reassures friends that day hiking on a popular trail with like-minded people is more predictable, has fewer unknowns, he says, than being in a city where you might be mistaken for someone else. Actor Jeremy Gallardo, who stars as Romeo in the Oregon Shakespeare Festival's production of Romeo and Juliet this season, was inspired by Wilson to explore more of the outdoors. Early this week, he and most of the play's cast spent an afternoon relaxing on the Rogue River. I love being out with the groups. Gallardo, however he wants to pronounce it, says, it's a good reminder of what's outside of the theater in Oregon. Sometimes when you're inside those buildings doing 4 shows a week, you can lose track of time. And apparently you can lose track of white people because you may go out and bam, there they are. There's a white guy. Look out, man. Look out, man. And of course, even more alarming, when they think of someone who goes hiking, they think of a white person. Because as our good friend said, I am an unlikely hiker in culture, body, and anything that would traditionally be considered the visual idea of a hiker. Jeez. Studies show that commuting in nature, from slow wildflower walks to strenuous hikes, counters some of the stress and other health risks. So yeah, going outside is good for you. I will agree with that. Another benefit of spending time in nature, says Pamela Slaughter, wow, of People of Color Outdoors, is it lets you take a break from urban life, from seeing someone suffering on the sidewalk or hearing sirens, she says. In nature, the fragrance of a flower, a bird song, or, oh, jeez. Damn hippies. It's alive and well. And yet, despite the known benefits, Oregon Parks and Recreation Department and the Governor's Task Force on the Outdoor... Half this article is reading ridiculously long names for nonsensical organizations. Acknowledge that people of color are underrepresented as visitors to state parks. And then they got a picture of a black guy. Is that Tyrone Wilson? Yes, it is. Man, he does not look like a hiker. I can understand why he thinks he shouldn't be there, because he doesn't look like a hiker. Oregon groups are hoping to change that by creating communities of hesitant hikers willing to take the first step. Slaughter, man, what an intense name. Slaughter, 66, grew up in Portland and founded People of Color Out. I'm telling you, half the time it's just spent reading these names. And the youth program of People of Color Outdoor Guardians in 2017 to help hikers of all ages, nationalities, and socioeconomic backgrounds feel safe, enjoying rivers, mountains, and trails, or just picnicking in a group. It's hard to be in Oregon and not feel safe to be outdoors because you know what you're missing, she said. Being in a caring community allows people to feel welcome within the group, which allows them to exhale and just be. Man. Imagine thinking, I wish I could go hiking, but the world is just so damn racist. I couldn't possibly go hiking. I don't look like a hiker. What the hell are you talking about? Hike leaders like Wilson say people of color know Oregon's history as a sundown state, where non-white people who were not a part of the community were warned not to be seen in public after sunset. And they are aware that white supremacists and Ku Klux Klan members once marched in downtown parades. Although Oregon's sundown rules are no longer enforced, Slaughter, who is black, says that doesn't mean everyone feels welcome and safe. So this is your problem. Shut the hell up and deal with it. Wait, I know that this doesn't happen anymore, but I heard a story once, and you know there used to be bad things that happen in the world? That's like saying, well, you know, I was going to go to Germany on vacation, but have you heard? Did you guys know? Have you heard about the Nazis? Man. Guess I can never, ever go to Germany. Did you guys hear about the ridiculous, just absolutely insane torture that was perpetrated by the Japanese during World War II? Man. I'll never be able to go to Japan now. Bad things happened once. Oh, no. Oh, no. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The outdoors is racist. Add it to the list of things. I mean, I guess they had an article what was it, a year or two ago about how fields, just the idea of a field itself is racist. So actually this logic tracks. Fantastic.